Corey, say hello.
Hello.
No, you got to say loud enough in there.
Hello.
And now, live, episode 4 of the podcast. We have literally just been sat here having a right laugh, and now we're shitting ourselves because we don't know what to talk about.
American buttons.
Pat, how are you?
Yeah, good, man.
Feel like it's been a
Why
while.
I just called you man?
Because you're nervous and getting naughty.
Naughty.
Pat, hello. Nice.
Hello.
It feels like it's been a while because
Yes.
although we released a
Oh,
podcast,
don't get into that again. This week, next week, last week, and that one.
we released a podcast, but now we've had a week off. So although
Bit rusty.
what you don't realise is we actually didn't record a podcast last week. So
I know it's really hard to tell with the
we were very
the
professional.
seamless action of
So
pre-recording.
today, I think we're a bit
Special.
unprepared, aren't we?
We've got-
Because
no,
we're in
we've got a
we're in the
special.
garage side, we're in the mechanic side today.
4th set in 4 weeks.
No,
Yeah.
no,
Oh no, which is
third,
set. 3 out of 4 ain't bad. It's a song there, isn't there? Sing it.
something like that. So we're now in the mechanics workshop side of Busting Up Mechanics and Motors, which is the sponsor of the podcast, as we all know.
The sponsor, location, star, co-star.
Write the theme tune, sing the theme tune. The young lads don't understand what's going on there because they've not seen any of those Little Britain sketches.
Right.
But we've had a good week, haven't we, Pat?
Yeah, been class.
So last week we was wasn't really very busting up related.
Very manic.
We actually were the main sponsor for a show with a business partner that I've got, John, for Little Guy Limited. We put on something called the X-Born Show and Festival.
Oh la la la.
and
Needed
you
it,
that's
yeah.
where soundbite should come in. So
Try that again.
have you got? Did he do it? So basically, if you see us looking at the sound team, asking them if it's working or something like that,
Peter Krause and Connor Krause.
Peter and Connor Krause of Krause Media / not Krause Media / Ewan, it's because we've got sound bites that we've been messing around
Yeah,
with.
Connor's very modern. He's one of them they/them.
And then so
What's that joke about transgender ninjas?
go on.
How does a transgender ninja kill someone?
Go on.
They/them. I can't even get in trouble for that either.
Because it's the truth.
It's not original material.
Mate, actually,
I've stolen that from somebody.
no, listen. Before we get going,
Yes, Daddy.
I got a bone to pick.
A rather large
The
bone.
talk of P-Town being slagging off Big Patty Pat of his grubby knees.
I do wash every day.
No,
I've-
we appreciate
I've never been on a sunbed.
the acknowledgement of those knobbly knees, girls, but how dare you call Pat grubby? I know he's a dirty little oik. In fact, actually, you did just take chewing gum and stick it behind your ear and then eat it. Which
No,
you were going to
that's-
genuinely say
That's
for
normal.
later.
That's normal. I did that once as a 10 or 12-year-old when I first sort of discovered chewing gum. Woke up the next day, stuck in my hair. Mum had to cut it out, bowl patch. Cheers. Fuck. Honestly, that's a true story.
Well, basically, yes. Then he tried to swallow it and gagged
on it.
Anyway, we won't go into that. But
Oh,
we... We'll start another beef war. Look at him looking. He knew what was coming.
I'm not sure you should talk about
So,
his mum in the same sentence as beef.
So basically, first of all, thank you to the Talk of P-Town, who
Big shout out.
Yeah, shout out for giving us a shout out. We actually thought you were going to give us some
Yeah. When I
some
first
shit.
I think grubby, we can live with.
we can live with grubby.
I can do something about that.
But if you want a war, we'll bring it. Simples.
Shimbush.
Compare the market.
I think they were about doing a collab.
Well,
But we need
think
to get some more
about it.
feathers in our cap. Because
think
we
so.
tried to do one with one other person and fucking shafted
That
it,
was
so
shit.
2 other people might be a challenge.
I reckon
We'll get there though.
I reckon
By Christmas,
you'll be touched up on that collab.
Christmas special.
What we'll talk of P-Town.
Talk of P-Town.
Jack's mum and friend stroking Pat's knees for the Christmas special. Ewan's face is like, can I be Pat's
Santa
knees?
Santa won't be the only one emptying his sack.
Anyway.
I'll
so-
bring it our festive presents and that sacks for the kids at the hospitals and stuff. We'll do that.
Yeah. So
Toy
that's
run.
what we can talk about. So look, let's get into it.
Get in touch.
Let's
01752
just do a reminder.
299.
Obviously, we're at Busting Up. Yeah, 01752 299 299.
Dial a cab when you're going to run. Call 781 781.
What the fuck is that?
Dial a cab. Not heard that one.
No, Pat.
Oh, my phone.
Why does he do this? You come up with some random
But
shit.
you've not heard like Pirate FM and that? You listen to
No.
He listens to
Just
Radio
to
2.
live in Plymouth
doesn't
doesn't
he?
mean I'm a pirate.
He's Radio 2, old boy.
Anyway,
Vernon
Rock
Kate,
FM. No, I
Die
listen to Spotify. I don't listen to anything else. I just listen to the Bustin' Up podcast.
Me too.
So
And the Talk of P-Town. Cheers.
Talk of P-Town. But no, seriously, ladies, thank you very much for giving us a shout out. We appreciate you not giving us as much grief as I think we've given certainly one member of the team over the last couple of weeks.
So Jay apologies, eh?
Yeah. And just a quick one, Jack's mum, which is Ellie, isn't it, I think? Are we allowed to say names on here? Well, it's not ex-Marine, it's a former Royal Marine, okay? So I think if you go and speak to your chap about that, he might educate you. Yeah. No, that was really harsh. I looked like I was proper having a dig. Bootnecks don't like being called ex with former Royal Marines because once a Marine, always a Marine. So,
but former and ex mean the same thing, don't they?
Nah, if you say an ex-bootneck, it's former is
that's
what everyone
one group
says.
I am not starting
Former
any beef
Royal
with.
Marine. Don't start beef with him.
No.
Because then you fall out with me.
And they're all legends.
Thank you.
Thanks.
So this week's been a sick week, right? So we're at the Bustin' Up HQ today. We're in the mechanics side. Obviously, a reminder that we do affordable mechanics work here on both cars and bikes, which is what started the podcast. We wanted to get the brand out there, let people know
Sell
what
the
we
dream,
do.
baby.
Say again?
Sell the dream, baby.
Sell the dream. We've even had flyers made. So
Little Vista Print special, cheers.
you can't do that. Are you not allowed to promote? They've not paid us. Vistaprint will expect royalties. These are our
Fuck them.
these are our flyers. If you come down and see us, well, not here because you can't come here and get 10% off by getting one as you come in for work. But if you see us at an event, you get these, you get 10% off.
And there, I think,
And that's about as car related as
there's
he's going to get.
There's a few dotted around. I think Captain Jasper's, JNS,
Bike nights, things like that.
Plymouth Bike Night
So,
on the Brum Brums
but yeah, don't forget, Bustin' Up. We're here.
to bust your nuts.
We're here. We're not going away. There's a saying there somewhere.
We're here. We're queer and drinking all your beer.
That's the one. I didn't want to say it because I'm trying to be PC, but I've got Pat there to ruin everything for me.
PC stands for Pat's Channel.
PC Principle. So basically,
PCP.
we're talking about, let's talk about
Exporn Show and Festival.
Exporn Show at Festival, where, yes, it was my show with John Guy, who's my business partner.
Legend.
He is an absolute legend. We are
Hero.
chalk and cheese. I'm an absolute mong, and he is
Super
steady.
duper organised.
Yeah. Like,
Knows how things work.
what I love about John is he'll watch me doing something completely wrong, but he won't interfere. He just sort of watches me like, there's something wrong
I'll
with this
just
kid.
wait.
I'll just wait.
He'll come
And
crying.
then afterwards, I kind of go, I look at him, he just goes,
The knob.
like, you absolute,
Squeeze it.
yeah, squeezer. And then he sorts it out. So we've run a festival, and it was the first ever attempt, certainly that I've ever been involved in, for running a show and a festival. And actually,
It was class.
it was awesome. Not financially, but it took
Running on pure vibes.
is that a currency?
Crypto.
But yeah,
Vibe coin.
done well.
Vibe off.
This is not financial advice, as we are
Vibe.
FCA approved.
We'll smash in Vibe coin. We'll invent it.
Right. Put everything into Vibecoin right now. So yeah, we ran a show. And it was pretty good, wasn't it?
It was class.
And I'd like to I do want to say thank you on here, on the public network, to our millions of fans. A huge thank you to everyone that was involved in the show, everyone that helped make it a success, and all the people that came. We were hoping for a better turnout. The weather wasn't great, but the people that came seemed to enjoy it, so I think next year's going to be much better.
Yep. Tell your friends.
You guys had a fairly good time, didn't
Tell
you?
your friends, tell your kids, tell your goats.
Lock up
wives.
your daughters.
Lock up. Yep.
Did you have a good time?
Yeah, it was good. When we turned up, so the whole thing was, I wouldn't like to say cobbled together because that's harsh.
Yeah. Turn that off right now. Just let the compressor do its thing. We're in the garage. Hey, look, it's a mechanic podcast. It's car related. If you can't deal with a spin compressor going off in the background, then fuck off. Go somewhere else. Anyway.
With a proper. We might need subtitles.
How bad is that? Can you hear it? Can you not even hear it?
It turns
okay.
turns off on the plug. So
Yeah.
plug it off.
It won't take long to fill up. If you want to turn it off, you crack on, mate. We got a compressor going off in the background.
Because
Obviously,
we do mechanics.
we are in the mechanic side.
And that, I'm reliably informed, inflates your tyres, people.
So, so basically we've done the show and it was a great success.
Great success.
But yeah, you
great
got
bands,
rocked up.
great vibes. So the show was Saturday. Friday, we all get the call. Everybody who works for Karl and any of their friends, we need help. So we arrive at
Don't panic,
a
Mr.
playing
Mandarin.
field in the middle of Exbourne, which is the arse end of nowhere. Apparently near Oakhampton. If anybody knows where that is, unlikely. And we got there and it was a field. Nothing there. We had to erect 2 18-metre by 9-metre marquees.
Yeah.
First one went up. Piece of cake.
You were basically being paid to be a porn star that day, weren't you? Getting paid for an erection.
Yeah. Like Smithy would say, satisfaction in every erection. And so it was desolate when we got there. And
you thought it was going to be shit, didn't you? Let's
I
be
got-
honest.
I got
You can
there
be
and
honest, Pat. If you
I
want,
thought
we'll talk about
this-
your employment after that. But
I thought this could be a challenge.
it was a fucking challenge.
It was a challenge. And then we got there Saturday morning. Slow start to the day, which is a learning for next
Which
year.
John was hating, wasn't he, by the way?
He was stressed. He was happy when he got his tractor.
John gets stressed out very quickly when things aren't happening. So he's like, I don't think you realise.
There wasn't thousands of people queuing up.
I fucking wish.
But
There
when
was-
we had some
One
we had some
person
fun.
was waiting. There was one person waiting, and we thought it was going to be banging because there was like one
Camped out all
lady.
night.
Like one lady was outside with some chap that she was taking up. And I think she
Taking up where? The rear end.
No, taking her out.
Oh, nice.
There was a lady waiting to come in with some old chap she was sort of taking out.
Oh, older boy.
And not doing footage your
He was minted, wasn't he?
And we thought
was minted.
I think she cared for him, but we were
Massive schlong then.
we were thinking, oh, it's gonna be epic. It's gonna be like there's the first person's in, we haven't even opened the doors yet, you know, this is it, we're gonna be huge. And then no one came. We'd hired a children's entertainer. And then for the he was hired for like 2 hours.
Ozzy.
I think he went on the stage. Aussie D magician, top bloke, legend.
He laughed at my magic trick. I tried to do one. Fucked it.
He's in the
Magic circle.
circle of magicians.
Magic circle.
Yeah,
Like with what's his name? Little man, Phil Daniels.
yeah,
Well, he's dead, but
yeah. Well,
he was a founding member.
not that magic then, is he?
No, with his
If
glamour. He could have done with a glamour.
Why is it one of his mates brought him back from the dead if they're a magic circle?
Because it's not that way.
Because they didn't like him. That's why
Because he must have told the secret. That's why dead.
they killed him. Right.
Sacked. He was sacked.
Well, we don't want to give that away. So, but yeah, it was. Anyway, we thought it was going to be massively successful in that sense, but then it pissed down with rain, and no one came. But in the end, we had a couple hundred.
We're gonna
come
have to
through
have
the doors.
a great shout out to the legends at Reach Wrestling.
Oh mate, well Aussie D, by the way, like
Oh shit, sorry. Boss.
Aussie D was fantastic, and the poor man, like he came, he tried his best.
Easiest 300 quid he's ever made.
I don't think it was quite that much, but it was
Easiest 200 quid
he's
he's ever made.
he came and he did go on stage at one point, and I saw him. He was like, "Hello,
Hello,
Welcome."
hello, Wembley.
Did you see him on the stage?
No, that's when you need.
He went up and was kind of like, I don't know if he was trying to do like an introduction to the show, but no one was there, so he kind of just did a sound check, but did a sound check as an intro, and he was like the most. It was like, "Hello,
Then he
welcome
he
to
had
the
some
Expo
lovely.
Show and Festival."
He had some lovely puppets, didn't he?
And then just got off the stage. No one listened to him. His puppet, yeah,
Made your son cry.
Ace absolutely shat himself.
He did like the puppy one though.
Did he?
He
Puppy
cried.
love.
He cried when he saw him coming back, and he thought it was the same one. But then when he when he noticed it was not the
There's
penguin,
nothing more demoralising as a child's entertainer when
The one
kids
child-
just, the one
one
child,
child
on site
there.
crying their eyes out when they see you.
he couldn't move on to his next mark because there was no more marks.
No one else to go and abuse.
No,
So yeah,
just
Ozzy was
yourself.
sick, but then it picked up, and actually in the middle of the day it was epic, right? So there is some vehicle related elements to this show, all right? So we'll get into that, but
Track.
why did you spoil the fun?
Sorry.
Every time, Pat.
Well,
You
I thought
just-
this is normally the sort of time when people start turning off, so I thought get tractors in there
Yeah, fair one.
for all the
Yeah.
tractor pervs.
No, you've done it again. That was a secret. Anyway. So,
Reach.
Reach.
Rewind.
When they can't say
Oh,
selector. So,
Rewind.
so Reach Wrestling.
Banging.
Fucking.
Well, I wouldn't know. I was behind the bar.
Mate, I fucking beefed with one of them lads.
I was grafting. You were beefing with the baddie.
I did offer to let you go and watch him.
Yeah, I know, but...
Me and the baddie had some serious beef on that.
Yeah, but... Yeah,
But Reach Wrestling is sick, right? So they're Plymouth based. They've got a lot of followers. They've got an academy if you want to get into wrestling.
And it is real.
Yeah, it's like proper like beating each other up with masks on and shit. And
Chucking each other out the ring.
Yeah,
Six man over the top.
Giving shit. I think at one point though, one of them did shout at a child and say, "Stop looking at my nuts," which I think was maybe
Busting that.
a little bit odd. Who are you saying? What are you two doing? Right, excuse me. The camera team are taking the piss here.
Unprofessional.
What are you two taking photos of? What is it? You've just filmed me and filmed it on a picture. Is it Alison?
Who the fuck's Alison?
The goalkeeper.
Oh, Alison
Everyone
Becker.
says I look at that goalkeeper guy. Who is it? Oh, for fuck's sake. I'm getting shit because now...
Do you know, I got told once.
Everyone says Pat's really pretty and now they're taking photos of me laughing.
Do you know what somebody once said?
I'm not the old git on the show now and it's just, I'm finding
You
it
look
really
like
hard.
Alison Becker. Do you know what I told her I look like?
Can I put out like a Christmas appeal for me because I'm feeling old and unwanted?
Someone said I look like Harry Kane.
Harry Kane?
And I'm having none of that because he's no looker, is he?
Well, he's gone to Germany now, isn't he?
Germany.
Tall,
Yep.
blonde hair, blue eyes, is he?
Munchen, yeah.
Funny old thing.
He'll do all right over there, I reckon. He'll clean up.
So the show was epic. Anyway, on a car-related note,
Tractors.
I used to look the thing out of Father Ted. They had a tractor run, and the tractor run was fantastic.
Unless you were trying to pop to the shops. Fucking nightmare. 19 tractors averaging at 9 miles an hour for 3/4 of an hour.
It takes a while to get where you're going. But John put on a good tractor run. Like, well done, John.
Well done, John.
It went really well. Big shout out to the new in for hosting all the tractors. And it was nice, actually, because...
That was class. That was...
It was what picked
quality.
it up, wasn't it? Like, the whole show didn't really start until the tractors came in.
So 20 tractors, one after the other, with all sorts of farming memorabilia on the front.
And pissed up country bumpkins.
Not that they
pissed
were
up, not pissed.
They were pissed after.
After.
Drove a tractor. So many.
And to be fair, there was a lad that worked, like a lad with like quite severe disabilities in the back, like literally ratcheted it into a fucking link box, going around, having a great time.
And he fucking loved it. Kids in there.
He had a good time.
Live
Funny
children.
old thing, lefties. The only problem that people had with the show is that there was no disabled toilets. Now, the only person that had a problem with that was someone that wasn't disabled. The bloke who was disabled who had to use the toilets was absolutely fine about it.
Talking of the toilets, I have to give a big shout out to Rhino.
Big Rhino.
Big Rhino from the Van Life Road crew. It was very complimentary of the size of the Portaloos. He says on site sometimes the
big lad, isn't he?
The smaller green Portaloos can be a little bit snug, and he ends up with a bum cheek on the plastic. So
spread it. One bum cheek on one side.
Eagle.
One bum cheek.
Eagle hire.
Eagle plant.
Well Eagle done. Plant hire for the bog. So big shout out for the plus size gentleman.
Yeah. So
get him on Boohoo. No, what is it? What's that big lad one?
Giacomo.
Giacomo.
Oh, mate, John, I'll tell you a story about that. Mate, I went to... So one
you modelled for Giacomo?
Listen, once when I was doing private security, I worked for a client who had a very high-profile hairdresser. And that hairdresser, this was when I was younger, so I know it's not the same now, but he thought I was quite handsome, and he turned around to me and he's like, "Oh, you've got beautiful eyes. Have you ever thought about being a model?" Well, for me, being a bit of a retard, thought, right, that's it, I'm getting into modelling. So genuinely, I went into an agency to say, look.
What, just strolled in?
Just walked into a couple of agencies in London, and I was like, I've been told I've got nice eyes, I want to be a model.
And did they turn around to you and say...
No, listen, stop.
You're being
So I got fucked off from about 3 of them, and I went into the last one, and she went, she goes, you're a bit old now, you normally have to have built a portfolio, but we could try Giacomo, which is plus size modelling. Next minute, I'm out in London doorways trying to do like blue steel in doorways.
What, like a mannequin? What, so you were trying to be a mannequin?
No.
Stood in the windows?
I was trying to be a model. So I'm like that. I'm like doing stuff like trying to be all smooth.
I'll tell you what, I reckon I could see you doing is like a life drawing model with like some old Deer's hen party with your todger out.
And then I think they've got extra fine tip pencils supplied as well for the Yeah, so there's the plums. But yeah, mate, I was stood in doorways trying to get photos. And everyone was off. I don't know how influencers do it because being stood in a doorway trying to pull smoky eyes while like some bloke in a suit going to work is looking at
wanker.
you. Like, yeah, literally.
Especially in London where everybody's miserable.
Instagram wanker. So I just had to say
Instagram
no.
around
I never pursued it.
Well, I mean,
not that I think it would have gone anywhere anyway.
You could have been the face or the package of Calvin
could have taken
Klein.
Freddie Flintoff's role as Giacomo advert model. Giacomo, Johnny Vegas or something.
That's harsh.
I tried to be a model. But
failed.
Can you hear that on there? So I tried doing that. But the show went well. We had a load of bands on. We had a headline band called Thunderlips. Our guest today is like a bit of a plug for that as well because we'll be doing it again next year. The acts were fantastic. The trade stalls were fantastic. The food, oh man, the food was epic. I tried
what about the
barman?
everything.
The barman, I was epic. Pat, you did a good job.
Thanks, Dad.
We met Ruby's fellow as well, didn't we, Stephen? Stephen's an avid supporter of the podcast.
Yeah, I think
I'm talking episode 3 went out.
Top fan badge.
Yeah, episode 3 went out. Stephen woke up Ruby at like 4 a.m. and was like, I've seen episode 3. And she was like, Stephen, fuck off. I don't care. We met him the other day and now I can see why Ruby can put up with us, working with us around here, a bunch of lads, because I've never known a bloke to literally smash his missus with sexual innuendos all day in front of everyone.
That was one there. That's a double entendre.
poor Ruby, everyone, stood there in front of a whole work team and So Stephen's just given her absolute shit.
And then I plied him with rum and coke, and he was
hammered when he. But Stephen, mate, what a legend! Stephen, big shout out to you because I know you watched this.
Yeah, voluntary as well.
Thank you very much for you helped out massively on the weekend to make the show a success.
Shame about the £100 you kept in your back pocket, but
what? We'll talk about that in a minute. So
really
I think
shitted herself when I said that.
Really,
I just made it up because she was so she was in control of the cash.
And Ruby's live, she's knocking off lives out of her 9 lives left, right, centre, isn't she?
Yeah, more strokes. More strikes in a bowling alley. Like that one. I just made that up.
That's good.
Get that on a soundboard.
So So I think in a minute we're going to we'll have to move on to a different subject because I think we've got to take a break now or something. Is that right?
Ad break.
He's looking at me going, "You're not supposed to fucking say that. You're supposed to just stop." Should we take a break?
Ad break.
We've
got some really good advertising coming in.
Right. What noise? Busting up. Adverts. Boo! Check out our Busting Up merchandise. He has thrown me one of our discontinued lines.
No, it's in the sale. It's on the sale.
It's in the sale. This is for sale.
August sale.
Hey, tell you what, I've got a well good idea. Wish Ruby was here. She'd pick that up for me. This is an advert for Busting Up. Welcome to the t-shirts.
Mods.
This
merch.
is our Busting Up t-shirt. As you can see, there's different designs behind there. Can everybody see that okay? Busting Up, Plymouth, UK. Highly advised you type those last 2 words into any Google search related to Busting Up. This was the Offset range. Big shout out to Offset, who run a car show in Cornwall. They are absolutely awesome. We had a great time there. It was the first show we ever did as Busting Up.
Shame they didn't provide any irons.
I'll tell you what we'll do. For everyone who likes, not everyone actually, if you...
What a pro. What a pro. Where'd you find this guy?
Someone, if you like and subscribe and comment
on this
podcast, it doesn't matter what platform it is, we'll go across all and we'll do a random. So we'll take a random from each thing, put them into a pot, and then
we'll do a live draw on the next pod.
Someone will get a free t-shirt if you like, comment, and subscribe.
And we've got your size in stock.
Yeah, so like, comment, subscribe, and you could have one of these making its way to your doorstep sometime in the near future.
No like it.
Busting Up.
Fuck it off.
Mechanics and Motors.
And Mods.
So,
Plymouth.
Thank you very much for the Busting Up advert. Buy some merch. So anyway, the track is hang on. So Stephen was giving Ruby a hard time, but
overall
the show was banging. Went really well. Thanks to everyone who was involved.
Bloody hell, we've not even mentioned it.
XLA Audio.
Yeah, well done, Aaron. Cheers, bud.
Aaron, you legend.
No,
Big
the
Gay
main
Tom.
event, the fireworks.
Oh, fucking hell. Yeah, that was a scary moment, actually.
How many was there?
Loads.
No,
5 minutes.
But you know the number. Wasn't it like 710 on the Dark Haven.
I don't know, but there's a lot. Hundreds of fireworks.
It was quality, and only one of them
Ewan's
went
looking
rogue.
at Dark Haven right now on his phone.
There was only one rogue firework, which went
nearly hit my mum who was changing my kids. No. There was no rogue fireworks insurance providers, and everything went to plan.
And we were all in the safe zone.
Yes. Actually, you were. I was very strict on that.
You were.
There was one rogue person that tried to escape, but we didn't let her. So the show was a massive success. But now...
no.
Oh, no! On Buster Nuts podcast, #BanLife. We have got only ban. Pat's taking his clothes off. No, we're going to do... That is definitely not worthy.
No. just for you. Just for you, Amanda.
We are doing nutworthy or...
Not worthy.
You normally do the other worthy. Not worthy or...
Not worthy.
He's been in the countryside for 5 minutes.
Not worthy.
Oh, fucking here, man.
Hear that
Not
tractor
worthy,
there,
man.
5 miles down Oldham.
Yeah, I want to get a picture.
I've
and
got
tractor,
32
man.
acre, I have.
Oh, man.
Heard of mountain
This is like literally how
goats.
mine and John's meeting sounds when we try to do
Here,
top business.
boy, I want to get a Red Lion, have a pint of...
No, we go to the new inn or...
The old inn.
Yeah, or Duke of York.
The Grand Old Duke of York.
So look,
He
we're
drank
going to
10,000
do
pints.
not worthy or...
Nutworthy.
So we're going to do 3 cars. Now remember, and you shut up now because this is a reel. Okay? Real.
Really good.
So we're about to do not worthy or nutworthy. And we're going to give some cars, and you've got to put down below 1, 2, 3, whether it's not worthy or nutsworthy. Get some emojis in there, some little splashies and some aubergines. And you got to turn your phone off.
Yeah, sorry.
Right, fuck's sake.
I missed call.
It's
the work number.
unintent. Oh, you should answer that. Was it business?
No.
Oh.
But it might have been. But it wasn't.
If you're watching the podcast now, this is a reel. This is not worthy or nutworthy. We're going to list off 3 cars. And Pat's going to tell me if he thinks they're not worthy or nutworthy.
Yeah. I'm
And
gonna smash it today.
Pat.
Sorry.
Oh my God.
I forgot you said it was real.
So this is a reel. Listen, Pat. Listen.
Yes.
Remember, so I'll give you a nod when you can talk.
All
Right. This is not worthy or nutworthy. We're going to list a few cars, and Pat's going to tell me if he thinks they're not worthy or nutworthy.
I won't be doing those gesticulations.
So, if you agree with us or not, let us know in the comments below. I want to see some aubergines, some splashy emojis and stuff. And then you're going to tell us. So please engage in the comment section. Let us know what you think of these cars and whether you agree with what we say, and give your own opinion and feedback below. So, Pat.
Carl.
Car number 1 is going to be...
You're trying to think of something we've not said it before.
No, it's going to be Land Rover Discovery. I think it's 5, which is the latest one. Is Discovery 5 the latest one?
Yeah, that's what you got.
Yeah. Land Rover Discovery 5.
So make it about yourself.
Yeah, because it's all...
I've driven your car and it is sweet titties.
It's nice, isn't it?
Yeah, everything moves. You get in and the seat moves, yeah. The steering wheel moves. How does it know how big you are?
It's just magic. No, you save it, don't you?
So
it's magic.
Aussie. Cheers, bye.
You've actually got a set.
Nah, it is definitely nutworthy. I'm not doing that.
Why?
Family show.
It's not a family show. So nutworthy. I agree, mate. I agree. So if you agree, if you agree whether the Land Rover Discovery 5, mate, that is a beast. I've got the SDV6. I wouldn't go for anything smaller because it's a big old thing. But that thing, it pulls like a pro.
It does pull in birds.
My wife, yeah, she's happy to get in it now and again.
Pants flying out. Well, if you can get in it with the amount of shit you got in it, which is rich coming from me.
Yeah.
Because my car's a disgrace, an
abomination.
abomination.
We don't say that word around here.
What? What word?
Rich.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So,
Can't.
it's...
You have to beat that out. You can't be dropping C-bombs on it.
So, you already did it once.
Did I?
Yeah.
Oh, naughty.
So basically, there's a... yeah, I've got it. I think it's a fantastic car.
Lovely.
And it's nice, actually, because...
It's a lovely bit of squirrel.
And you can chuck it into sport mode, and it
Does it?
Yeah, it does make a difference.
I like the gear twisty.
Yeah. It's all right, but when I get back into the wife's car, which is like a little knob...
She's used to handling that.
something I'm more accustomed to.
Yeah, man.
It's
Micro dick joke.
I go to turn it and I can't figure it out for a second. So
Yeah, so for context, the gear shifter selector is a twister.
on Jaguar Land Rovers.
Is it on Jag?
Jags as well. Well, Jaguar Land Rover,
On
same.
the Jag.
They're intermeshed, aren't they? Like that. So,
Like Blades of Glory. Seen that film?
scissor.
Blades of Glory?
Yeah.
The hot dog bun with the 2 sausages in. That's like me. I don't mean you.
So we think it's nutworthy.
Yeah.
Loads of space in the boot. Front seats, they're all electric. Rear seats are electric as well. It's got 7 seats, so it's got 2 in the back, which is actually really spacious.
You can up
We've
and
got the
down
pano
it.
roofs with a front sunroof, which now I've realised how much I need a sunroof in my life because I can get my tits out and be like that.
On the sunbeds with me.
Yeah, yeah. You love a sunbed.
I've never had one. Well, I've had
Sunbed
one.
worshiper.
But, yeah, cheers, bird.
But you got your little willy out, didn't you?
On the Ridgeway in Plimpton.
Anyone who's been there.
I'm
Hey.
not sure what this thing is.
Your
with
leg
tannin-
worshippers will be down there licking it.
tannin things. It was also like a casino slot machine thing.
Really?
In the same building. So you're in there. So I'm in there, stood up,
On a stand-up one.
catching the rays with me Todger out. There's a crack, like where it closes.
Yeah, behind
I can,
your Todger,
I can
normally.
see straight out to some sweaty old men gambling. And that's why I've never been back. And that was
Where was that?
on the Ridgeway, Plimpton. That was probably 5 years ago. Me and my mate were having a pint in the Weatherspoons, and he was like, I'm going to get a sunbed. Come in. He was like, if you sign up, you get your first 8 minutes is free.
It wasn't console.
No, it's some shithole. Cool. Like, it's cool.
Don't say what it is. 'Cause that's,
Sunshine, tanning, and
don't.
gaming or something like that.
Why would he try and get me sued like that?
So we did that, right? So we've had a sunbed, watched some bloke gambling, then we had a five each on the slots. They just come round and hand out celebrations, cans of Coke. If you spend a tenner, they put £2 in for you.
What? What are the gambling machines?
Yeah, it's probably not like that anymore because like gambling awareness and recession and all that horrible stuff. But back in my day,
When I was a boy.
it were mint. It was good,
Fuck's sake,
but I never
Pat.
went back because I didn't like
I
having
don't
the
know how
woolly
we've
out.
gone from a fucking
Next
Discovery
car.
5 to you with your
Touch.
Todger out
Well,
looking at old men gambling.
That's just how I get off.
Fuck's sake. Okay, so we said Disco 5 is
Nutworthy.
Nutworthy.
Nut basher.
And then, like we say, we would love to be able to we could do a test drive in that.
What?
On next week's podcast, we test drive a Discovery 5.
And the week after that, a 2012 Volkswagen Jetta. Bash.
So, next car.
I need to get the
Cool.
MOT work done. So if anybody knows any decent garages, let us know.
Yeah, I'll see if I can think of one for you. Next car. Corey's Honda CRV.
Monster truck.
Beast.
Sweet as an app.
That thing's fucking mental, isn't it?
Nutworthy.
100% nutworthy.
It sounds like a.
It's like fucking straight pipe.
Sounds like a black. What is it? A black booster.
Black Booster.
The bike.
Hayabusa.
Oh,
Fucking.
black booster.
It is an absolute monster. And
He can hear us
he's
talking
got
about
He's
it.
got it all like jacked up, and it's
On a
Corey.
homemade lift kit.
Corey, come here a minute. Come here. They're going to kill me for this. Come here. Come here. Sit here. Sit here. Well, everyone, this is Corey.
Oh God, this
Corey,
is,
our
even I
mechanic.
feel awkward here.
Corey, say hello.
Hello.
No, you've got to say it loud enough in there.
Hello.
Not.
So, Corey,
He's such a
what is
cunt,
your
isn't
car?
That's the RV.
Can you hear that?
Yeah, have a go on mine.
Too many.
Get your mouth around that.
Yeah.
You don't.
Look here, he's like that. Oh, buddy.
I'm a bit twitchy,
It's
aren't
not,
I?
well, it's not the first time we've been between two men like this,
No,
is
that's
it?
what I was.
There you go. Look,
Next one that's
scooch
been
over.
in between men. Oh, I'll tell you what, this is going to make really good viewing.
Right, so
Now you need to get over it. Oh my.
Corey. Pat's getting jealous.
I see why you slouch and all that. Now,
Yeah.
I guess, but
Corey. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. It's nice
So
to meet
tell us, Corey, what's your car? Just talking to the mic, and what have you done to it?
it's a 2-litre Honda CRV.
Oh, you are so old.
52 plate. Why have you been talking about it? I've
Yeah,
Yeah,
been
I've
his
just
little
said
drive.
it. Yeah, I've just said it. So Pat did it. Pat was racing the bikes in it.
Yeah.
He didn't
No,
want
it
to say
wasn't.
that.
No, I was racing the bikes in my car on the way out.
What were you trying to race? Ruby?
No. Well, I beat Ruby and we left 20 minutes
What was
after.
it you said to me? You were racing people in his thing.
No, there was some builders stood on the side of the road and it was temporary traffic lights and they were looking because obviously even just idling it's loud. So I thought, I'll give them a little bit.
No, there's no silencers.
So I'll give them a bit going past. These fucking builders just shook their heads at me.
Really?
And I was really quite apologetic. Fuck off.
I get it quite a lot in all fairness.
Oh, really?
It is,
It's stupidly loud.
it's so loud.
We went talking about your car?
Yeah.
Oh, fair one. So it's a CRV. Is it straight piped?
No, it's got
Or
cat
is that
still.
illegal? Yeah, it's got cat.
No, it has.
Yeah.
It has actually got a cat.
Sure it has
More
got
cats
a-
than fucking
Is it on
Battersea.
stilts?
Yeah, he's lifted probably about three and a bit inches, I think.
I measured it.
I'm pretty fay with that height.
Some big old.
Yeah, that's about that,
Yoki
isn't it?
tires on him.
3.5
It's about
inches,
that, yeah, about a foot
About a
long.
length for that, I'd say.
Foot long subbers.
So yeah, 3.5 inches.
Some Yoki tires or all-terrain tires.
Nice. And anything else? What made you do this? What made you choose that car?
Honda
I
Bionic.
needed a
Needed
bigger
it.
car, and I worked at Honda, so it was a Part X, 500 quid.
You
I
were
was
an
a happy
official Honda
bunny.
technician, weren't you?
Yep, did that for three plus years.
This is our mechanic. Extremely qualified, certified and experienced.
A VTEC slut.
Overqualified.
Overqualified for here, 100%.
Yeah.
Fucking Corey.
He's just
No,
resigned.
actually, that's fair enough.
He's just resigned live on the pod.
So
Funny
basically,
notice here somewhere.
yeah, fucking hell.
We'll have to
Just
scrub-
scribble it on the back there.
That's a scrub off mechanics,
Just motors.
motors and mods.
So
Motor, because there's only one.
Corey's all over it. And actually, you can pretty much turn your hand to anything, can't you?
Yeah, give it a
What was
go.
it you did at Honda?
Hand jobs.
Everything. But
Really?
I'm qualified for electric vehicles. Got my MVQ level 3.
Because you were an auto electrician to start with.
Auto electrician. That's what I did my apprenticeship when I very first started.
Any,
all those years ago.
no job
Sick.
too big nor too small.
Well, honestly, let's be honest. Auto electricians are like rocking all shit nowadays, aren't they?
You know, a lot of them don't want to do it.
Yeah. But you love it.
I don't mind it. I like it. I mean, I love it. Yeah.
You love it.
I
love
it. Yeah.
I like shagging fuse boxes.
We've given you an absolute shit job, though, haven't we, on that Peugeot?
Yeah, just the one shit job.
Citroen. Loads of shit job. Everything's a shit job with it. Corey, shut.
It's all right.
I don't
my
think he
God.
likes
I've
it.
had
Yeah.
worse.
Nah. Are you leaving me?
No, I'm not going anywhere.
Oh, thank fuck for that.
Not till 5 o'clock. What time is it?
no.
Fucking hell. You've just spent 72 hours
Can you not hear
later.
me?
We'll smash the
About
invoice in.
that.
We'll just dub over it with a high pitched Elmo voice.
Thanks, Corey, for your time on pod.
Yes.
£72 an hour.
Basically, we can't have 3 people because we haven't got 3 mics. So that means you've got to go
Where
now.
would the other one go? Between your legs?
No, that's why we haven't got 3.
All right, I'm
There's
going.
somebody between my legs.
I'm
Well done, Corey.
Corey, thank you, mate.
Chucked in at the deep end.
Do your little... Can you, yeah, yay!
Get it going.
Can you just... Yeah, come on back. No.
One more song. One more song. Show us where you pissed from.
So basically, have you got it? It's too late now, Ewan. You fucked up the soundbite. Fucking hell. Now we've got other people coming through
God's
desperately trying to
sake.
get roped into it. I see you there. Oh, God. Oh, Sebek. Best detailer in Plymouth. He's sticking his head round now. We'll get you on there one day, Seb. Not today, though, because we've already
Everybody's got work
fucked
to
it
do.
up once. So, guys, that was Corey. I would say, Corey, would you say your car's not worthy or not worthy? Your car. It's 100% not worthy from Corey. That's an approved
Confirmed.
rating. 100%.
Confirmed.
Approved rating. Sorry, I touched
No.
the mic. I see you looking. He's getting all nervous. Jack walks around a bit like all
Yeah, he's
tense
a
and
bit
nervy
pacey.
when he's not happy. So Jack's
With
not
his-
happy at the moment because basically what I've done is I've fucked everything up
With
by
his
bringing
blink,
someone
and he's
in.
worrying that we're running out of time.
But
Dickhead.
they'll hear me. What Jack doesn't like about that is he's now going to have to go and edit every bit of talking I've just done there and raise the volume of the audio and do a little fucking snip, snip, snip and raise my audio, aren't you? I've ruined your night, haven't I? Oh, I
He's
fell.
out with.
Anyway,
He's out with
Yes, yeah, fair one. So,
Yes.
Ewan. So he's
Connor.
Connor.
He fucking hates it.
I am sorry about that, Corey. But that was Corey, our mechanic. I would say Corey CRV is not worthy because it's fucking random as. And the last car,
loud, proud, and yeah, good.
yeah. So and then the last car that we're gonna do is BMW 420D. Purchased recently, not worthy. No, I'm joking. Recently purchased by Krause Media's owner, Mr. Jack Krause.
Peter Krause. Get a soundbar in there, Peter Krause.
Peter Krause, who's bought 420D, remapped, putting out some fucking power.
I've heard it's been a bit of a magnet.
Mate, that fucking motor is an absolute magnet. And when you find the one, you find the one. Don't magnetise anything else.
Nah.
Isn't that right, Jack? Loyalties.
It's a pulling machine.
So,
it's a lean, mean, shagging machine. And the car's not bad either. Come on, Peter.
I'd just like to put a disclaimer in there that Jack hasn't pulled any ladies in the BMW 420D.
We'll be seeing about that tomorrow when it's back in for the tyres.
We have to UV light it every time it comes in.
Obviously. Don't need for that, mate. I've got a highly trained nose. Straight on them seats.
Spunk detector.
Yeah. Gaydar.
Takes one to know one anyway. So, I would say the 420D. Actually, so we got that 420D. We bought it from Wales. There was a lovely lad up there we purchased it from. Beast of it. I actually thought it was a fucking lovely car.
Ragged it round.
Drove
it back. Nah, it's a cruiser, isn't it? It's a cruiser for Krause Media. The Krause Cruiser. The Krause Cruiser.
So for me personally,
Cruiser,
420D is a car I always wanted. And when they first came out, I loved them. I thought they're absolutely fantastic.
Yeah, it's banger.
So I'm going to have to say that I think it's not worthy, 100%. Especially after that remap, the torque on it's insane.
I agree.
For a 2 litre, I know it's not like stupid.
But
I'll tell you now, I remapped the vehicle and
nah, it's lovely.
I think it's mustard.
Yeah, it's nice.
So
it's nice.
Not worthy on a 420D. Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
Buzzing with that. 3 out of 3 ain't bad.
I think, how long have we done now? About 35 minutes. About 45 minutes. Fucking hell.
Do a nice concise outro now instead of doing your 45-minute one where you go, I'd like to thank, thanks for watching, thank you, yeah, next week, yeah, thanks for watching, cheers. Just do a quick one. Ciao, bye.
Do I have to work with him every week?
No, you can get someone else in. I'll be more than happy.
I know.
What, no. Do you need a pin-up boy?
Just because everyone fancies you.
Did you get it?
Me, I get really upset about it. Can somebody say they fancy me, please?
Do you know
just to make me feel happy. Rosie, my wife, please, can you comment?
Your dad,
Pim's
little be on here.
Yeah, the old man.
See, we're doing it again. Do the goodbyes.
What? You're the
one. I know, that's why I apologise. Go now, sorry. Thanks, everyone. Cheers for watching. See you next week. Busting up.